May 1940, Dunkirk is the last remaining city that the Germans needed to conquer in order to take over France and all of continental Europe. The Allied forces, being France, England, and Belgium, knew that they were screwed, so now they're just trying to evacuate everyone to England, which they called Operation Dynamo. The Nazi army up until this point had been devastating Europe using the Blitzkrieg. Nazi General Hermann Göring of the German Air Force, also known as the Luftwaffe, was jealous of the success of the army and wanted that for himself. Hermann Göring decides to meet with Hitler and is like, hey, you know how the army is destroying everyone and doing really well? Well, wouldn't it be way cooler if the Air Force was able to finish the job instead of the army? It'd make Germany look awesome and powerful. And Hitler was like,
oh shit, yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
So Hitler ordered the army to halt and for the Air Force to stop the Allied escape. The British were only sending their medium and smaller sized boats because the water at Dunkirk was very shallow and the British wanted to stay prepared for a German invasion. The soldiers sat on the beach for days while being bound by the German Air Force, hoping to get onto a ship. The German Air Force had minimal success in stopping the British because of bad weather over the English Channel and constant fog making it hard to see. Towards the end of the evacuation, British civilians started to take their personal fishing boats across the English Channel to Dunkirk to bring back soldiers. Now that's a catch. After 11 days, Dunkirk fell, and on June 14th, France had to surrender to Germany, and Operation Dynamo was now more like Operation Finito. Over those 11 days, the Allies were able to bring back over 338,000 Allied troops to Britain. Although France and all of continental Europe had now fallen, this was a huge victory for the Allies and a major turning point in the war. After the success of Dunkirk, Hitler tried to just play it off and say, he let this happen. He was just being nice to the British so that they would sign his peace treaty. But he was secretly livid. Now, the British were preparing for what they believed would be an all-out invasion of England.